I am still a proud person, actually, to be a wonderful friend and family member of Center for Independent Futures over the last 2 years now.
CIF is there to really help individuals with disabilities and their families create new options, new solutions.
We really want to attack the challenge that too many people with disabilities experience, which is social isolation.
We always want our individuals to be learning, and we want to be learning about them and learning with them.
CIF has always been focused on what is it this individual wants to do and supporting them living that dream.
All right, Jonathan, I'd like you to tell me your name, how old you are, where you're from, and about your family.
My name is Jonathan Andre Schumann. I'm 25 years old. I was born on March 15th. It's the historic date in Roman history where Julius Caesar was stabbed by his son Brutus.
Jonathan Schumann, I love that guy.
Most people who meet Jonathan are surprised by the amount of factual information that he has. He just knows a tremendous amount of stuff.
In the West Coast, there are more animals like elk and bison and caribou and Dall sheep.
He is constantly asking me questions beyond the scope of just tutoring, like philosophical things, like, do you believe evil truly exists? And that blows my mind. I don't know how to answer that.
He's doing really, really well. I don't think any parent with a kid like Jonathan could hope for an outcome better than the way he's doing now. It's really great.
When we realized that Jonathan had autism, we did not anticipate that Jonathan would be able to be independent.
Anytime a parent has a child with special needs, you're kind of instantaneously immersed into this different world for which you have no background training or anything, and you have to sort of figure it out as you go along.
And there is this big anxiety about the future. He will never have a job, he will never have a friend. At the end of high school, we got in touch with CIF.
CIF has several services, direct services that it provides.
So that's work where an individual with disabilities works one-on-one with a life skills tutor. We're taking an inventory of their current skill level and identifying areas that need to be grown or developed to make them able to live more independently in the community.
We're also working with employers to match individuals up.
Monday through Friday, I go to work at Solomon Cordell Benz. Hey, Kamei, good to see you.
He does a lot of different things for a lot of different departments beyond the different small things that he does.
Rebecca Frisky, you have a piece of mail. Kim Crotty, you have a piece of mail. Guess what day it is? Hump Day.
He will come in every single Wednesday and say, Happy Hump Day. It's awesome. You can hear him throughout the entire office, like going around telling everybody Happy Hump Day.
Yes, we did. Yes.
His job is giving him the possibility of living independently, paying most of his rent.
CIF has 4 different residential options that have been created over the last 12 years.
The house has a community builder in it in case he needed it. Adam is a great roommate for Jonathan, and they really get along very well. That's something that as parents we're very happy to see, really.
Very cool. So do you guys have any questions for Jonathan so far? Or do you want to hear a little bit about what his daily life is like?
I have a question for you. How do you feel that you're independent?
Yeah, it feels great to be independent because I get to make my own choices, I get to make my own decisions, and I like to plan things out. I like to prepare things ahead of time.
When the need arose in schools to help students with their transition plans, CIF was a natural. Whether we're moving from middle school to high school to post-secondary, CIF supports adults in transition.
So Center for Independent Futures, let me do my name, Jonathan. So for example, Jonathan.
The online tool is a new format that we're developing. There's a skills inventory included, person-centered planning, goal writing. A huge part of the tool that will be especially useful for schools is the data collection piece, so that schools are able to record and articulate what the students are doing in terms of their person-centered goal writing.
And we did that, right? So now what's your next goal?
We are so excited to be able to be in these programs, to be in these schools and working with educators and with students and their families.
So, good morning, everybody. I'm sorry we're just a little late in starting.
As trainers, we only have you 2 days, okay? It would be great if you heard all about community, and then you heard all about housing, and then it was all about support.
CIF has been able to take the process that they experienced and went through in creating alternative housing options and put it into a training program for other families in other communities.
In what you saw last night, did it expand your vision or your dream?
It's very good to see what the end product looks like.
Can we go downstairs to watch TV? Or
Yes, well, we watched TV there. We
were able to go and visit the gentlemen in their own apartment and really see firsthand a way to think about a different future.
Everybody here is committed, and I'm committed to help everyone individually and to work together. I mean, we're all in this together, okay?
The Maryland DC group that is helping to fill a huge need.
We are following CIF's model, but we are obviously toning it to be how it works for us in the Washington DC area.
To create a future not for people with disabilities, but with people with disabilities, that's really what makes the difference.
Welcome, welcome. Hey, Dad, good to see you.
Our vision for CIF lets families have a peace of mind that if they aren't here, we still will be.
Yeah, Jonathan, it's Megan. It's hard to describe. It's such like an emotional thing for me, and in a positive way. I care for them so deeply, and hey, Megan. It's just a big thing. It's an awesome thing.
You know, we trust the people who run this organization. They've earned the trust of, you know, numerous families. It's a really remarkable thing.
At CIF, I think Jonathan is close to having achieved a lot of his potential, living very independently, taking transportation, having friends, and having a job. I think this is something that you can't create yourself. You have to have this wonderful organization, CIF, to help you do that.
It's important to have a dream. It's even better when the dream actually comes true.
Yes.